Are you ready to transform your poker game? At Level X Poker, our one-on-one coaching is designed to give you the tools, insights, and the strategies to consistently crush at the tables. We have developed a coaching methodology that is very, very effective. Here's how it works. So step one, after signing up, we will schedule a 20-minute Zoom call. This is where we will learn about you as a player specifically, what your goals within poker are, and we will also show you how to set up the software to track hands, so that way you can get us hand histories so we can start reviewing where you are currently at and identifying leaks in your specific game that we can plug, which will make you more profitable immediately. And don't worry, this call does not go towards the coaching hours that you purchased. This is included in that price. So step two, I touched on it briefly in step one, but it's to have you play 1,000 to 2,000 hands and have you send us those hand histories. So again, we can identify your specific leaks in your game and create a lesson plan that is tailored for you and your goals. Step number three, every session builds on the last one. So in between our sessions, you will be required to play 2,000 hands and send us those hand histories. This ensures that you fix the leaks that we talked about on the last session, and we are ready to move on to the next leak of yours that we need to plug. But let's give a quick breakdown of what general coaching looks like for most students. So step number one is always going to be make sure your pre-flop is memorized. And the reason that we need to do this, and I know it's boring, but what happens is if you're making pre-flop mistakes, it puts you in bad positions post-flop, which make you lose even more money. So if you don't have pre-flop down, like 100%, it should be memorized. If you don't have that down, that's step one. Step two then is making sure our bet sizing on the flop, so our C-bet sizing for both single raise pots, SRPs, 3-bet and 4-bet pots. We have your bet sizing down based on positional awareness and based on the board textures at hand. Once the pre-flop is done and C-bet sizing for the different pot types is done and board textures, then the next thing we do is we look at problem areas of your flop game. So a lot of people have trouble when they have overpairs on a low connected board, for example. So that would be one scenario that we might work on. Maybe you're good on that. Maybe that's not something you have to do. Then maybe we look at monotone, or we start looking at the different board textures and your leaks on those different board textures, and we start fixing those. So then once you get the flop down, then we go to turn, do the same things for the turn, and then the same things for the river. That's the general progression. And then once you've got all that down, let's say you're already starting and you're already good all the way to basically the river, and you are a pretty advanced player and you're specifically more looking for, you want a database review to look at some players that you play with consistently and build an exploitative strategy against those players, then that's what we would do for you. But as a general rule, this is the normal path that most of our students do follow. So now let's get down to pricing, because that is obviously an important factor here. We don't offer single sessions. We don't offer 1 hour at a time or even 3 sessions. The only package that we sell is 10 sessions. They're 1 hour long and they're 10 sessions. The reason that we do that is because it is impossible to get you to the level you're trying to go in just a couple sessions. So then what ends up happening if you only buy a few sessions is you don't want to get where you want to go. So you're unhappy with the progress you've made, and then we can't help you the way we want to help you. So the reason that we do 10 sessions, and it has to be 10 sessions, is because it's a better experience for you as the client, as well as for us, the coaches, because we want to see you succeed. And if you're only doing a couple sessions, we can't get you to where you need to go. So that's why we sell only in 10 session packages now. However, to keep you motivated, if you complete all 10 sessions, because believe it or not, some people just don't finish them, but if you complete all 10 sessions, we will give you $200 back. So if you complete all of them, so you pay $1,995 is the price for the 10 session coaching. At the end of the 10 session, once you've completed that 10th session, you get $200 back. We do that to make sure that you finish your 10 sessions because we want you to succeed. And this is a way that we can help incentivize you to make sure you go through the entire coaching process and become the crusher we can build you to be. This step-by-step process has helped countless players improve their poker games and achieve their poker goals. Don't waste your time guessing what's wrong with your game. Instead, invest in yourself and let the expert coaches at Level X Poker give you a customized roadmap your success in poker. So let's get to work and get you to crushing.